Broadcasting from a rusty antenna in downtown San Vasquez, it's SandwichMan Live! SandwichMan is filmed before a live television audience. Tonight, we have a very special guest, Professor Black.
Hello.
All the way from Daydreaming Comics, Professor Black is going to tell us about his universe and what they do over there. When did you first know comic books were your thing?
Well, SandwichMan, I was in love with comics in 1987 when my older brother brought home The Fall of the X-Men. I decided that's what I wanted to do for life.
What else inspired you to be a super fan?
Spectacular Spider-Man was great too, with the best covers in history and his intelligence to foil the villain.
Do MCU fans ever rub you the wrong way?
Yes. Example, Black Panther movie. These people become experts on the comic book characters and get irate when you try to explain to them that never happened in the comic book.
Do you think that superpowers are the best thing to ever happen to cinema?
I'm not a fan of comic book movies. I think the computer graphics are horrible. The actors just spent 8 hours a day in front of the green screen. It's awful. I think comics change the industry. It tries to integrate the storylines or recycle them back into the comic books.
Do you think that comic book movies are a passing fad?
Believe it or not, superhero movies have been around for as long as I can remember, going back to the 60s with the Batman movie with Adam West.
Hail to the king. So do you think there are any good comic book movies?
Yes, it depends on the storyline, not so much the computer graphics. It amazes me how certain characters have been around for over 50 years, and the genius of the writers can adapt to the current and keep the readers intrigued.
That is the challenge. Speaking of which, my band has a particle agitator, and when they play the right sequence of notes, we can enter other dimensions. So what would it take for a new comic label to get off the ground?
Well, it depends. It ranges from $3,000 to $5,000. I try to use outsourcing to be relatively inexpensive, so we are looking at mid-range $2,000 to $3,000 to at least get the ball rolling into the production stages.
And what do you think when different comic book universes cross over?
It's interesting. I like it because you see the hero's abilities against the other universes.
Where can I learn more about Daydreaming Comics universe?
Yes, I have Daydreaming Comics universe tabulation on the website. It's about a place called the Trionis Galaxy, ruled by a royal bloodline council that's being disrupted by an insurrection of pirates, galactic mafia, and aliens with power that want to control on the council seat. Meanwhile, on Earth, aliens from the Trionis Galaxy are being secretly migrating to Earth in stealth. The government has knowledge creating superhumans called metatoxins from genetic experiments with human and alien DNA.
That sounds cool. So how long has Daydreaming Comics been around?
Oh boy, it's international since 2013. We were discovered on social media, Facebook, and Philadelphia Comic Cons. We promote illustrators that want to outsource their freelance services, gothic bands, artists, podcasts about pop culture and comics and horror topics, fashion, game blogs, and game history, independent publications promoted, and my wholesale products on my own universe. We stewardship the products like a museum or a library, and we're nonprofit seeking investors.
Well, that's our time, folks. Be sure to check out Daydreaming Comics on the web.